Hey, good morning. Well, looks like the snow hit, and we had a bit of a storm yesterday, so we're gonna try to get out of here while the ground is still frozen. It was pretty muddy last night coming back in. As you can see, we picked up quite a bit of mud on the vehicles. There's a couple spots that are pretty tricky. Trying to get out with a truck, the trailer presents a little bit of a challenge, but the ground's pretty hard right now, and I think if we get out before it thaws, we'll be okay. So I gotta get this thing all loaded up, and yeah, let's see what happens. We're gonna start warming this thing up and see if we can thaw it out. A lot of it's kind of icy, so gonna have to melt all this stuff off and then hook up the trailer. Oh, my damn tongue lock's frozen. I don't have a torch or anything with me. I'm gonna try to use this lighter. Hopefully this will heat it up enough to where I can get the key in there. I was able to get the other one off, but oh man. All right, I got the key in. All right, this thing's unlocked. Kind of. Come on. He's off. We just gotta get this thing hooked up. We just gotta get the windows cleared off. Not too big of a deal. It's already starting to melt off the mirrors. Let's go. I got the Jeep out. It's pretty icy on the trailer. I could probably drive it up, but I got that winch on the front, so I'm just gonna hook to the shackle that I have mounted on the front of the trailer where my trailer winch would go, and I'm just gonna pull it up like that. So trying to tie this thing down, but my D-rings are frozen. Can't get this thing up. Oh, there we go. I got that one. This one's kind of stuck too. I got the other two, but I'm gonna have to get something to pry that one up. All right, just popped it up with a screwdriver. Easy enough. Pretty good way of tying these things down. Can't go wrong if you use these lasso straps. They just go through the wheel like this. It's got a D-ring on there, and just goes into the buckle from here. Adjust the D-ring, get rid of the slack, a little bit of tension. And then here's a good way of getting rid of all the excess. Just fold it inward with the tail ending at the D-ring. Double it over until you get rid of all the excess. I can go one more time. Here we go. Voila. And that's the way to tie down any car on a trailer if you got the right equipment. That's not going anywhere. But the irony is that it is going somewhere. All right, we're looking good. The rig is all hooked up and dialed in. The crew's working furiously inside to get everything ready to go. I'm gonna go help and see if we can get this thing out of here. All right, we're all loaded up. Everything's secure. We're gonna get out of here.
How's it going?
Wish us luck on the road. Looks like they made it all right. Just gonna keep going. And we'll stop where they stopped. Is one of the worst spots right here. Just keep it rolling. Oh, I think we're good. All right. Nice. It was a big gate we got through. I think we're gonna be all right to get out of here, because that was the real tricky spot. All right. Luckily the road's still pretty frozen. We got through the big mud spots. Still got to get over Slick Hill. Yeah, that was crazy getting out of there. Get up and go. And sometimes that's what you got to do. The weather's good and the roads are still frozen. Better than mud. So a little bit of a rush, but team effort made it happen. All right, we're coming up on Slick Hill, just around this corner. All right, we're getting ready to go down this hill. Doesn't look too bad. Just keep going, and there's a straightaway at the bottom, so check it out. We're not gonna hit our brakes. We're just gonna nice and slow keep rolling. It doesn't look too bad. A little mud at the bottom. You can see somebody started to slide out there. We have good traction, and we're through it. All right, one more little hill. You can see them over ahead. Looks like they got them fine. All right. Last set of turns here. Then we're going to be out almost at the dirt, at the end of the dirt road. I'll have to stop and tighten my straps. Jeep's sliding around a little bit on the trailer. We're almost done with phase one. All right, phase one's complete. This thing was sliding around on the trailer a little bit, so I just got to stop and check my straps before we get to the next stop. So I'm gonna have to adjust some stuff, but hopefully this thing will thaw. It'll stop sliding around on the trailer, give me some better traction. But yeah, Phase 1 complete. We're back on the asphalt. All right, so we made it to the country store, our first stop. Got out of the mud. Phase 1 wasn't too bad, but it definitely took some consideration. 4-wheel drive was a must. This thing was sliding around, so I'm gonna have to adjust my straps a little bit, but aside from being covered in mud and snow and ice, we're safe. So quick fill up just to top off the tank. Don't know what kind of weather we have ahead, but I think there's some storms, and I don't know about road closures or anything like that. So it's always good to have plenty of range, even though it's not really an issue with this 55-gallon tank. But yeah, anyways, that's it for now. So we'll see you at the next stop. This clay stuff is really bad. Once it dries, forget about it. So might as well try to knock some of it off while it's still wet and deal with the rest later. But I've already learned my lesson once. Trying to let this stuff dry and then clean it later, forget about it. And then you don't even want to know what your driveway is going to look like if you do. All right, that's done. Some of you might be wondering why I did that. You know, part of it was convenience, but also part of it was safety. This thing was covered in ice and the Jeep was sliding around. So just washing the ice off under the tires itself, that was a safety issue. Had to redo my straps, and bonus, got some mud off in the process. So, all right, let's head out. Low visibility, snowy and icy roads, just keeping our space and a steady pace. So just trying to get through it. Seems like the roads are open both directions, and yeah, slow and steady is going to win the race on this one. All right, so phase 2 is complete. We made it through the mountains. We're off the rim. It was a little hairy there. A few points it was kind of pretty low visibility, a lot of ice, snow, crazy drivers. So just took it slow and steady, like we were saying, and yeah, got through okay. Quick stop, pit stop, food, coffee, all that kind of stuff, and then we'll be heading on our way here home shortly.